The market's on the way up. Like Perth is just growing real fast, very, very quickly. The first one, I guess, is that I think the first one I sent through was the off-market deal for only $320. This one here, like, I'll give you a bit of a rundown about the property, the location, the story about it. But if you look at the attachments, there should be at the bottom, there'll be a bunch of photos of the property, reports and things like that. This one's basically, it's a 2-bedroom, 1 bath, 1 car. It's like a townhome style unit. And this is only, in terms of proximity, I guess, first and foremost to the city, you can get to Perth CBD within about 15 minutes drive. An affordable price point, like $320 for a property that's only 15 minutes to the city. Like, one of the things that Perth has going is affordability. One of the ways I like to look at things, if you look at, like, let's say Sydney or Melbourne or Brisbane now, which has jumped up a lot over the last few years and becoming more expensive. The big states, like Perth has over 2 million population. Brisbane has just over 2 million as well. So they're pretty similar in terms of population. And obviously Melbourne and Sydney are a lot more, but to pick up a property that's only like 10, 11 kilometers, like this property is to the city, only 15 minutes to the city, like you just wouldn't really find anything in terms of in a state like Brisbane or Sydney or Melbourne, of course. That's a 2-bedroom modern style property for $320. About 6 years old. This one's just more of a better finish than some of the other ones. The splashback, like tiles behind in the kitchen, the bathroom, like the vanity, it's just a little bit nicer finishes, like one step away, like not quite luxury style, but very nice. And so this is currently rented as well. So basically it's $320. This particular property is not on real estate or domain or anything like that. It's an off-market sale. The seller of this particular one, they're apparently going through a financial situation where they really need funds urgently. The issue that they have is that it's currently tenanted right now. The tenants are on a lease at the moment. So like the sellers basically were gonna try to put this property on the market originally, but every kind of real estate agent that they spoke to has said, look, you really need to wait for the tenants to move out, because if you wait for them to move out, then you can sell it vacant to an owner-occupier. And owner-occupiers, I've noticed from doing this for so long, is that when a property is vacant, it will usually sell for more. The selling agent, whoever puts it online, they'll be actually able to show a lot of people through. They'll be able to schedule those open homes. They'll have the ability to sell it to someone that wants to move right in. If it's tenanted and the tenants are in there till like March next year, well then a lot of the people who go to buy and want to live in it, they don't want to wait till April to move in next year when it's August now. It usually puts a lot of the owner-occupiers off. And if you speak to any kind of real estate agent that sells a lot, they'll tell you the same thing. So they always recommend, if you can wait to sell it, wait till they move out, then we'll get a better price and a better outcome for it. Basically, that's what they say. So normally, like if this was vacant because of the finishes and like things like that, I believe it would probably go for, $360 in the current market at least. Because other ones that are on the market now, they're all offers over, $360, offers over $350. The market's on the way up. Like Perth is just growing real fast, very, very quickly. But tenants are in there at the moment. The current tenants this second are paying $380, but that actually is getting increased. They've already agreed to pay $450. So it's going up by $70 from $380 to $450. And they really could have put it even higher than that, but they didn't want to increase it too much in one go. But that rental increase happens in November. So whoever did technically buy this, it wouldn't really actually become theirs until October. And then it's already agreed to go to $450 4 weeks after settlement. So you basically have $450. Yeah, and especially because it's modern, you'll find that as we go through more, or if you look at other ones buying a second or third property, like the ones that have the highest yields, like 8-9%, they're usually older properties, like 1-bedroom properties, or older ones. Like modern one, the more modern you get, usually the lower the yield that happens as well.